Tonight, I can report to the American people and to the world that the United States has conducted an operation that killed Osama bin Laden.
Where we continue to follow the capture and killing of Osama bin Laden now.
Those are just some of the scenes overnight as thousands of Americans gathered in celebration of Osama bin Laden's death.
Former Navy SEAL Rob O'Neill says he has thought about the mission every day since that May Day in 2011.
For multiple conversations you had with Rob O'Neill over the past year and a half, how'd you get
access? And you described that his head kind of exploded when you hit him.
I actually hit him 3 times because I shot him twice when he was standing and once on the ground.
That is the fucking American badass right there.
We are not going for fame and we are not going for bravado. We are going for the single mom who dropped her kids off at elementary school on a Tuesday morning, and then 45 minutes later she jumped to her death out of a skyscraper.
If you need help, hang up and then dial your operator.
I'm Rob O'Neill, and this is the Operator Podcast.
So Father's Day is coming up. I love Father's Day. Even before I was a father, I love Father's Day. Just memories of being on the back deck, cooking up some Father's Day type food, everything that comes with it. Now I am a father. More excuses to get everyone together. When it comes to Father's Day, some things never change. Dad wants steak. A recent survey shows 75% of Americans agree there's no better way to spend Father's Day than with grilling with your family. From USDA certified tender steaks to burgers and more, Omaha Steaks delivers the world's best steak experience, guaranteed to secure your spot as Dad's favorite. Go ahead and shop at omahasteaks.com and give Dad the legendary heartland that he deserves. Plus, our listeners get an extra $35 off with promo code THEOPERATOR at checkout at omahasteaks.com, code THEOPERATOR. Just as convenience of having it delivered, having the meat on hand. It's always fresh. It's always good. I've been a fan of Omaha Steaks for a long, long time. And Omaha Steaks, they now make it easier to deliver an unforgettable gift for the best dad in the world. And obviously that's yours or mine. One of them's the best. And when you shop online and pick up in store, it's never too late to find the perfect gift. Omaha Steaks offers unrivaled quality and variety, and every bite is backed by an unconditional 100% money-back guarantee. Omaha Steaks has been America's original butcher since 1979, a family-owned company for over 100 years of experience in the meat industry. They also carry mouth-watering burgers, chicken, pork, seafood, dessert, and easy to prepare comfort food. This Father's Day, give Dad the world's best steak experience with Omaha Steaks. Visit omahasteaks.com for guaranteed perfect gifts that deliver legendary quality. And for that extra $35 off, use promo code OPERATOR at checkout. That's omahasteaks.com and an extra $35 off the promo code OPERATOR at checkout. Go see the site for details, omahasteaks.com. Welcome back. This is the Operator Podcast. I'm your host, Robert J. O'Neill. As always, I appreciate you showing up, and I want to hear what you think of what I have to say at the Operator Podcast on Instagram or at Mikuya on wherever you find social media people. I will be at Mikuya. Sorry about that. That's kind of gross. It is time. I usually go to Mexico once a year for Ibogaine treatment because it's a cure and it helps. At least it gives me about 4 months of clarity, and it's just that time right now. I mean, loved ones around me will say you should go, but you can't be forced to. I wouldn't recommend being forced to do something as terrifying as Ibogaine until you're ready. But for me, it's time. And my loved ones, especially my lovely, beautiful wife, Jessica, has convinced me that you need to go. So I'm going to go. Jessica's my best friend. And whenever you follow my social media, if you see me giving her shit, I think I'm being funny. Sometimes I'm not. So, and I'm not just saying this because I'm forced to, but she is right. And I got to go back down. So I'm going to head back down to Mexico. Not this month, probably in July, because it's backed up. A lot of law enforcement, first responders, and military now are going down there, and it's very, very helpful because, believe it or not, there are first responders who see more violence than I did as a Navy SEAL. Dakota Meyer, who wrote a kick-ass book called The Way Forward with yours truly, he is a firefighter as well. He said he's seen more bloodshed as a firefighter than he did as a Marine, and he was awarded a Medal of Honor. He actually should have been awarded 2 Medals of Honor. He did some stuff about 4 days after his fight that was even more crazy. And Dakota's one of those guys that he'll just find it. Dakota will find the drama. And he's seen more. So I think it's important for people to realize how much was asked of us, how much is asked of you. And there's nothing wrong with going to treatment. And right now it is time for Senior Chief O'Neill to go back to Mexico. So I got a couple trips. I'm going to head up to Montana, a couple different places here and there. I'm not going to give you my itinerary per se, but I'm going to go places, and then it'll be Mexico, and then it'll be 4 months of joy, 4 months of smelling the fruit and petting the butterflies, because that's what happens after. The way that it works in Mexico, and I've explained it before, but you go down there to the sweat lodge, which is very important, sweat out the demons, get a little time off, get some IVs going, could you sweat out. I'm pretty sure we were in me and some Green Berets were in an oven with some guys straight out of Apocalypto, and we wouldn't have been surprised if one of the dudes came out, because it's pitch black in there, just with one of our hearts in his hand eating it. But you do that. You do the IVs to get your hydration back, and then you do Ibogaine, which is a red pill because it tells you the truth. And then you do Reiki, and then you do 5-MeO-DMT, and I am ready for it. Like I said, you can't force the psychedelic treatment, but when it's time, it's time. And if you follow me on social media, again, like I've said before, I sometimes I'm trying to be funny, and to me it's hilarious, but the demons get back in, so that's that. So I recognize it's time for me, and I'm ready to rock and roll. And there's nothing also wrong with admitting that some stuff gets heavy. They asked a lot of us. They asked a lot of first responders, a lot of veterans, every branch of the military. And so just putting that out there. That'll be that, because for me personally, what bothers me, what gets to me, is the idea, not the idea of the fact that there are people that want to hurt us and want to hurt you and cross our open borders. And I'm going to just say it, fucking Democrats, man, what is up with that? Why are you defending terrorists? Am I missing something? Why is ICE the enemy? Why is law enforcement the enemy? Why are douchebags like Representative Dan Goldman from, imagine that, New York, 10th District, saying, why is ICE wearing masks? What are they wearing? Well, because people like you put out their kids' social media, put out their addresses, you dox them. You're a threat to law enforcement. ICE is not the enemy. The Department of Government Efficiency is not the enemy. They're trying to protect you. They are standing in between, I don't know how many thousands of no kidding terrorists have crossed the border of this country because of the Biden administration, because of the Democrats. Why is it always Democrats? They were bitching about, they were throwing flashbangs in San Diego. Okay. A non-lethal flashbang. It's probably to get some of these ridiculously retarded Democrat elected officials who are out there defending terrorists. Why is law enforcement always the enemy? Even when you watch videos online and a fight starts, they're always saying, I'm going to call 911. I'm going to call 911. It's all right. Who is that? They're going to show up still. When there's an issue with a fire, the fire department shows up. If you have a security system at your house, which you should, by the way, The first responders are the first ones. Why are they the bad guys? What does the Democrat Party, other than their own personal power, what do they have against law enforcement? I don't understand it. They'll fly down to South America to defend a terrorist, and just to get FaceTime. That's what gets me so irate. Because I take this very serious, and I've seen how fragile life is. I've seen how permanent death is. I've seen how fast it could be taken away, and then you get douchebags. I mean, is it because, and tell me again at Mikuya, is it because there's like sociopaths and psychopaths are just drawn towards Washington, D.C.? Is that what it is? They're not looking out for you. And I'm just trying to tell the truth, which is what, and there's no shortage of scumbags on both sides of the aisle, but I'm a guy trying to tell you the truth. That's it. And I am concerned about both borders and then the way that they can fly in, because eventually, and I don't want to, I'm going to have to fight these dudes again. Why are Democrats always against your ability to have a firearm? Why? It's not for, the Second Amendment is not about hunting. It's about defending yourself against tyranny like this. Look at this dude, an Egyptian, Mohammed Solomon. Mohammed, wow, that's a shocker. Expired tourist visa, and he's throwing friggin' fire at people in Colorado because he wanted to kill the Zionists. I don't think this jackass even knows what a Zionist is. He just knows Free Palestine, and that's dangerous here too. Look at what's happening at Harvard. They just had a card-carrying member of the Chinese Communist Party give a commencement speech. What? It's almost like I wish I didn't know what I know. How many hundreds of thousands of Chinese students are in this country? How many of them are spies? Well, I'll tell you real quick. All of them. What? It baffles me that. And again, I mean, look at the invasion of Iraq. That was a Republican. That was Dick Cheney getting loaded. Halliburton's everywhere. Do you really think invading Iraq and killing a few million innocent Iraqis was defending democracy? What the hell was that all about? Just saying. And then you finally get a non-politician in office in Donald Trump, who doesn't need to be there, who's not getting paid anything to be there. He had still has a beautiful, I don't know, it's not that beautiful anymore. And he only had to run as a Republican because you need to run as one or the other. You don't just get to show up as an independent. I mean, unless you're Bernie Sanders from, where's he from? Vermont? I don't know how you can consider Bernie Sanders an independent. He's a communist too. But you get someone in there. I mean, how much dirt does who is the deep state? How much dirt does the deep state, the banks, the central banks, have on Supreme Court justice? Why would someone get appointed and then just turn on them? I'll tell you why. Because they're watching everything. They're waiting for the next attack so they can give you the next bullshit Patriot Act or Green New Deal or whatever they spin it up to, just to get more surveillance on you. And a guy like Trump comes in there and he's getting sandbagged by everywhere you look. And you got to ask yourself why. I mean, does everyone have dirt on everyone? I mean, it's legit. Donald Trump's not your enemy, man. Neither's Elon Musk. And Elon's out too. He's pissed because this budget bill is way out of line because there's so much pork in it. It's like everyone can campaign on, we're going to change this and look at all the waste and look at whatever. And then it goes to vote. Oh, no, because I need this. I need another bridge named after me for my district. You know, I need to pump more money from the American taxpayer, and I can bullshit them. And notice they don't even say
make America great again, there's nothing wrong with that. Why wouldn't you want to make America great again? Why wouldn't you want the Department of Government Efficiency? No, they call it MAGA and they call it Doge, so that you can get it pumped into your feeble mind that they're the enemy. Why are they vilifying law enforcement? What the fuck? I mean, it just doesn't make sense to me. The first people that are going to come here to try to save you, the cops walking a beat, or the traffic cops, or the SWAT team, are they really your enemy? I mean, I think I was a good Navy SEAL because I didn't have to deal with the bullshit. You know how calm these dudes must be? Did you see there was a dude who was telling ICE he wants to put a bullet in your head? And Democrat, I don't even know who she was, state representative, whatever, just jumping in the way. Don't touch her. She did nothing wrong. Yeah, she fucking did. She came here illegally. She broke the law. What is it? Just this backwards? Do you know what they would do to you if you went to Gaza? Yeah, and try to explain to them you're just a queer for Palestine. Oh, that'll go over really well. How do you not see that? Am I taking pills that are making me fly off the ledge? Okay, I've been to war a lot, and I'm anti-war. I hate violence. There's got to be a different way, but why is it always I mean, it doesn't make sense. Like, one of my best lines is, every time I've ever been arrested, I probably deserved it. And that's why, I'm always cool with cops, because they've got a thankless job. And then I just got to say it. It's the Democrats that hate cops. What? Am I wrong? Please tell me if I'm wrong. Tell me now.
Before we get too deep, Father's Day is coming up, and you've heard me talk about Ridge Wallet. I'm holding it right here. I'm traveling today, traveling most of the week, and I'm a father also, and I used to struggle with a big fat wallet. Your dad has a big fat wallet full of receipts, full of crap. If you're looking for a Father's Day gift, there's nothing more practical than Ridge Wallet. Look at this right here. You can fit 12 cards and cash and stay as streamlined as you want. Like I was saying before, back in the day, back when I was a Navy SEAL, when we used to climb ladders, we call it streamlined, as slick as you can. Ridge Wallet's the way to go too. It's beyond cool. The design, it's good for your dad. Trust me. It's not a bulky wallet. It's not a mess. It sits there. It holds everything you want. There's 50 separate colors and styles, and it's just as functional. You can get like your favorite sports team or any color that matches your vibe. Like I said, 12 different cards and cash in there. No matter what you pick, Ridge Wallet has free shipping, 99-day risk-free trial, and a lifetime warranty on all of its products. And if you've ever lost anything, lost your wallet, trust me, it sucks. Ridge has an AirTag attachment. You can always know exactly where your wallet is right before panic mode kicks in. And it's just sitting there in your dude, look at this thing. Get it. And right now, just in time for Father's Day, that's why I'm telling you about this, Ridge is having a huge sale. You can get up to 40% off your order at ridge.com/theoperator, RIDGE.com/theoperator, and you can find the perfect gift for dad or for yourself. I mean, you don't even need to be a dad, but you can get it there. When you check out, they'll ask where you heard of them. You got to tell them you heard it from the Operator podcast, and give dad the upgrade in his wallet that he needs. This is everything you need in a wallet. So go to ridge.com/theoperator. But I mean, is it frustrating? I get frustrated, and maybe it's because of the crazies. Maybe it's because of traveling so much and seeing that. Because I mean, a lot of people don't realize that there are different places in the world that are different than we're used to, and not everything is like the United States. Not every country is protected on the left and the right by two big oceans. You got the Atlantic on one side and then a specific ocean on the left.
But not everyone's like here. And you win the lottery, man. Well, I mean, first of all, let's be honest. You win the lottery by being born anywhere. But in the United States, you're safe. Up until recently, we'd never been invaded. But that's what happened during the Biden administration. Again, why do you think that is? Why do they want so many illegals here? Ask yourself the question. Why do Democrats want so many illegals here? You should know the answer. Because they'll vote for Democrats. That's it, man. That's it. They don't care about your money. They don't care about you. They care about power. And that's it. Why and this goes to both sides of the aisle. Why are politicians dying in office of old age? Because of the power. And I've seen it up close and personal. And it can be addicting. I can see why. Because here's how it works. Let me break it down for you. Here's how it works in DC. Imagine, we'll just say you're a dude. And you are surrounded by yes men. That's it. And you're in an echo chamber, and everything you say is yes. Yes, yes, yes. They're kissing your ass because someone wants your job eventually. There's a chief of staff somewhere and an assistant chief of staff and staffers, and everyone wants your job eventually. And and just walking around and everyone telling you what you want to hear. Do you ever see the picture of Chuck Schumer pretending he is making a cheeseburger on the grill? Like a raw burger with cheese on top. That picture alone shows you how out of touch these ass clowns are. You don't even know how to make a cheeseburger. They don't. You don't need to do anything. Everywhere you go, it's free. Everyone's kissing your ass. There's cameras everywhere. And it is addicting. And power, power's almost more seductive than money, but they both come hand in glove. Why do you think people go to Washington poor or blue collar and then they turn into multimillionaires? What's going on there? That's a lot for making $200,000 a year, but they pull it off, and it's just I used to love DC before I saw behind the curtain. Like the buildings are kind of nice, but it's just a slum that's covered in white paint. That's basically what DC is. And you can have fun there. Like if you go up to DC, roll up to Arlington and go to Spider Kelly's. You're going to have fun there. It can be fun, but the blatant theft. And that's why I didn't want to talk politics today. I'm just tired of watching these people steal from you. I don't want to know your comments. Do you think they're stealing from you? Do you think your representative from can you name him or her? Do they have your best interest in mind? I doubt it. They have their own interests in mind. But anyone who's defending people who are here illegally, broke the law to get here by saying they don't have due process, is out of their fucking minds. Due process get them out. Here's a name that you probably haven't heard. I'm going to bring it up. You might have heard it. Larisha Cheryl Thompson is her name. Beautiful woman, mother of two. South Carolina, murdered by 6 illegal immigrants, 6 illegal aliens. And they 3 were adults, 3 were teens, whatever. And they're mother of 2, man. And that hurts. Imagine her family forever. Imagine her kids murdered by people who shouldn't be here. And they were texting, laughing about it, saying, taking that head. I don't even know what that means. Of a mom, random, and they were arrested at for burglarizing a convenience store like 2 days later. Why are you against deporting these people? Other than they might vote for you, what is your problem with that? What is wrong with a border? These? I hate to use the term animals because animals at least have some respect for something. But you're going to see more of this. You're going to see Al-Qaeda here. ISIS, ISIS runs they love to be loud. They love to stab you in the front. Al-Qaeda stabs you in the back. And we've got about 8 to 10,000 of them here. Open borders. Almost 300,000 Chinese students at our universities. Why? These communists from China want to poison our water supply. They want to poison our land with biological weapons. Why would you be against deporting them? It doesn't make sense to me. I mean, because I've seen the enemy. And having already stated that I'm anti-war, the next person I kill will probably be in my own house. Because I'll be ready. Are you ready? Did you see what Jamie Dimon said? Don't be stocking up on Bitcoin, stock up on bullets. Why would he say that? Do you have bullets? Are you able to carry a gun? What happens when what happens when they I'm playing the devil's advocate here. What happens when the boogeymen come into your house and you don't have guns of your own? Are you still anti-ICE? Are you still anti-cop? Are you still anti-law enforcement? No, because you need them now. And they even make ICE a bad word. ICE is not making this stuff up. This is legit. They're enforcing the laws of the land. Why would you want to defend labeled terrorists by this government? It just makes zero sense to me. I hope that most, I mean, again, at Mikuya, tell me if I'm right or wrong. I hope that you'd agree with me. I think most of my listeners would. I would hope that. I mean, I have some liberal friends that can't slap the sense into them. But, okay. Here, one side's lying to you, one side is not. And I'm just, let's wrap our minds around this. I don't know if you remember, but about 2 months ago, there's a dude by the name of Tim Walz, who's the governor of Minnesota, who was on Kamala Harris's ticket for some weird reason as the vice president. And he was all giddy and all happy about Tesla. Look, every time I got an alert on my phone, so when I'm feeling down, I'm paraphrasing. Tesla, I see it dropping, even though he didn't realize that the state of Minnesota has about 1 million shares of Tesla for, retirement for the state. Anyway, I told you to buy it, and I did. I bought a shit ton of it at 2:30, and I'm not sure if Tim Walz has his fucking calculator out, but it closed yesterday at 344. Not bad if you bought a lot of it. My only regret with Tesla is I didn't buy more. Listen to what Democrats say and then do the exact opposite, and you'll be fine.
But that's about enough of politics, because I'm going down that rabbit hole too. It's just a little frustrating watching people get hurt and killed by people who shouldn't be here because they left the border wide open. Millions of people. I'm done beating it off for this segment. The bottom line is Democrats need leadership still. They did a good job keeping people in lockstep, and now they're going to primary people, and you got folks going every which way. Even like John Fetterman is saying he's doing a good job. Senator from Pennsylvania, that he's doing fine. A lot of auto pen stuff going around. They're trying to figure out what was signed, what major legislation was signed by an auto pen, because they put those 9 signatures of Joe Biden's together. I don't know if you've seen it, but find that. It's obviously an auto pen. What's he signing? Is he signing pardons? Did he know he was signing pardons? Again, it's a big scandal, and it's gonna be interesting to see what happens. Give me what you think is going to happen. What's going to be the result of a lot of this stuff? Is anything going to happen at all, or is it too deep? Because it's deep in there, and again, they'll go after your families, and people don't like that. I remember one time Chuck Schumer even said they can screw you 8 ways from Sunday or something like that. That's dangerous, talking about the intel communities like that having that much power. Will we be able to do anything? I hope so. The borders are better, but I think the people are here, and I get a little pissed off when I start thinking about the homeland getting attacked again, which I think it will. I listen to people who are smart, and they think it will, and it could be a lot worse than 9/11, but let's not do that today. I am going to
pick my ass up and go to Montana. I'm going to fly up there. I might see if Tommy O wants to come on the program one more time. He's always fun to talk to. Always a little. I could use a little comic relief. I'm generally not angry like this, but one of those things. Auto pens, corrupt politicians. Yeah, you're right. I'm going to find better stories instead of talking about current events because it doesn't really make any of us happy. So if you could drop some in the comments at the operator, let me know what we should talk about. That would be good. There's been some back and forth from different guys too. I wanted to address this. I've been putting up polls on Twitter. Who would you rather have? One of them was SEAL Team 6, British SAS, Australian SAS, or Delta Force. I put that up yesterday. I can actually see what the score is, or I will tweet it out later. I haven't checked this yet because I got to get this podcast out to you. Well, by now you're reading it, so that's good. Yeah, 61% for SEAL Team 6, 31% for Delta. British SAS, 6%. This is my poll. It's not scientific, isn't it? And then Australian SAS is 2%. All great dudes. I mentioned Delta on Twitter. I'm going to let you in on a little secret. They're really, really good. Just people need to take a wrap off. A lot of veterans are talking shit to each other about their service and whatnot. I hope that pans out a little bit. I hope it stops because I'm convinced too, even with some of the meaner combat veterans that are out there, if it came down to it, we would fight shoulder to shoulder against the common enemy. And if I'm in a train and I got Delta dudes behind me, I'm fine with that. just sending some crap out into the stratosphere because that's what the internet's for. That and telling us how messed up we are. But I am going to fly. There's a direct flight from Newark to Bozeman. That's pretty cool. So I'm going to hop on that. Hopefully Newark is up to speed, and I'm never out of the fight.